sports. It's in the game.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my rap, you rap offending my clearly cracked mission with crass intentions. You may have given the credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you mourn my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great as ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me through the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Lions and the Silver and Black. All that and more coming up next.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Goff on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Goff now to throw. He's got right on the short throw. Just a gain of a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff throwing again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Goff. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. They're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Jacobs going to try the middle. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Carlson able to put this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's able to get closer to midfield across the 45.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they're going to speed things up here. Second down, Jacobs once more. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Taking it right down Broadway. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Jacobs now. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Jacobs is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
White will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second. The 34. Out of the gun. Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Goff on first down. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first down, it's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Reynolds. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset from the 41. Here's a 2nd down and 4. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Here's Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes this a 19-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched.
He's got him in, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Goff. Targets and finds Reynolds once more. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On first down, Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.